Hello, everybody. I am very, very excited to be here. And you know what? I realized two things. First of all, I'm going to spotlight myself. I realized two things. I never said who I was. Uh, Hi, everybody. I'm Sandra Pelley, the Sandini. I am the Inner Dragon Emissary, as well as the Dragon Ally and the Galactic Shaman. I'm very, very excited to be putting on, hosting this beautiful World of Oneness summit. I also really want to give kudos to Janice. She's in the audience here. Actually, I'll take myself off spotlight so you can see her more easily. Janice, give a wave and maybe say something. Say hi so you're on film as well, please.
Hi, I'm Janice.
This beautiful soul is the creator of my web pages. So I just really wanted to give her kudos because she does such a beautiful job and deserves to be recognized for her natural gift, right? I love that. Okay, so swinging in, remember hashtag takeaways at the end or during. If you hear Alla say something that is just really, really magical, go hashtag takeaway. Those are be going in for a draw for the Medicine of the Moons. It's a year-long, once a month call about really stepping into the waning moon energy. And I'd love to introduce Al. I'd like to call him my friend Al, because I believe we're friends. We've
You are
known
my
each
friend,
other.
yes.
We are.
Yes, you are my friend. We have a lot of fun.
We do. I've known Al now for, gosh, is it about a year and a half? Year.
It's more than a year. It's
Okay.
a year and maybe 3, 4 months. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Beautiful. Yeah, and we've wandered in and out of each other's worlds in really magical ways. I held an event which he was a part of. Then I held another kind of follow up to that, and he came in and listened into there. And then he held an event, and I was a part of that. And we've been doing this beautiful back and forth. And every time that we get together, we both have these moments of aha that occur. And I'd like to read you just a little bit about his bio, and I also want to call him out on something that he wrote in the comments there. It's
Oh,
nothing too critical, nothing too critical, but I'll read a bit of your bio there first. Bear with me here a moment. Okay.
okay.
So the short to actually, I'm going to read a little bit of his long bio because I think this is really, really important to hear. Al Danais, what moves his heart is growing his soul and witnessing the awakening of others. So his work isn't about information, it's about resonance. When the energy field meets in a sacred space, transformation unfolds, and he aligns with the divine light, allowing it to guide his path and those he serves towards healing, empowerment, growth, and expansion. He's a spiritual mentor and an energy healer supporting seekers who feel stuck, burdened by the past, or disconnected from the truth. You are not your story. You are not your wounds, and you can find your soul again. He has a beautiful, beautiful. Like I love his emails. Like even just the name of the what your branding is so beautiful. And hi, I'm very happy that you're here.
Oh, thank you very much. That was very nice. I'm gonna say something. I I am really grateful to be here. And it just it feels good. And then I get these moments like I get nervous for a second. I'm like, what is that? And then I just like let it go. And then so uh I'm usually pretty calm for all these, but right now I have like little moments every half hour or so. It's kind of weird, but I'm
Yeah.
happy to be here. I'm really thank you for the opportunity. And I was thinking some people don't like when I say the word okay, but to me, okay means because I had a while ago, I was like, all of a sudden I got, it's okay to be here. This is okay. And that means everything below okay, not good. Everything okay and above is good. So someone would say, "Oh, it should be fantastic. You should say you're fantastic." I'm okay. I might feel fantastic, but I say the word okay. It's just how I
Mm.
grew up, I guess. But I learned the better words. I do feel fantastic. It's that word's coming to me, but it was just kind of interesting how it works, right? It's like whether I'm constricting my energy or not.
Mm.
But
Simone wrote something in the chat there that I think is on point. Is that nervousness or excitement, Al? Right?
well, yes, thanks, Simone, because I have a lot to say.
I love it. And we're going to get to that in just a moment. I will actually say your title after I call you out on this.
Okay.
It was beautiful because Al is you're a fellow Canadian, correct? Like you live across the country
Yes.
from me. And he he like myself has had the opportunity to step into doing some traveling and going to other countries. In fact, has actually gone over to Thailand and spent some time over there. And yet, in the chat, in Christina de Souza's Sacred Gifts conversation about the imposter to being who you truly are, um, Al mentioned that he does not like to learn new languages, or that learning new languages is one of those things that he doesn't feel is a gift. And yet, you go to other countries. So you just maybe say something about that first, if you don't mind.
I will say I'm going back in October for 6 months again, and I'm gonna go with I'm with my girlfriend, and they don't speak English, they speak Thai. Um, but there was a lot of kind of loneliness around that. But besides that, like I tried learning Thai, so I speak French and English as a Canadian, and I mix them up. So now I'm going to add a third one, which I have been learning Thai, but I'm really going to have to learn more as I go. But the way the sentences are told, uh, um, are the way the language is different. It's part English, part French, comes from Sanskrit in some ways. And but my mind has to flow into it, right? So I am learning, but it's not like when I was a little kid. It was really strange. When I worked in France, they told me, uh, you're lucky you know English. English is so difficult. And I was like, that's the easiest language to me. Like it was so easy. So it depends on when you get older, things are kind of closing off, right? And it doesn't have to.
Limiting
So I'm
belief.
gonna keep opening them up. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing that. I love that. You are here today to talk about something that is so very powerful. It's your talk title is Activate Your Primal Soul Firepower and
Yeah.
Reclaim Your Inner Strength. So tell us what that means. Now, do you want me on screen asking questions like we did with Christina, or do you want the floor entirely? Because I don't mind giving you the floor.
I remember last time I was like, where did Sandra go? You just said
Okay.
go Al, and I'm like, oh no, she's gone. So you can stay. We could. It's interactive. It's interactive as much as you want it to be. I
Okay.
was prepared if you disappeared this time.
I'll
It's
hang
like a
out. I love
child,
hanging
like
out with you.
it's like a child when mom leaves a room. I'm like, oh no, she's gone. But I've grown since last time. I'm a lot better. Um, okay. So what was the question?
For sure. You're having a conversation today about activate
Yes.
your primal soul fire and reclaiming your inner strength. And I do want to say that, if you guys reach out and feel the energy that Al is exuding, he is a big energy guy. He's claiming it. I really feel the energy of how he's always been that. He's seeing it and stepped into it in a very powerful way. And his conversation today is really geared for understanding that, I believe.
Well, yeah, now that you said that, maybe I will uh, own it a little more because there's things I'm going to do some channeling um, and I'll get into that. I think I will do the channeling because it'll help stabilize people. Um, so I'm just going to start, but before I do the channeling, so I'm always channeling when I talk, but there's a channeling that actually brings in energy and starts healing wounds and different belief systems and letting go. So I will get into that. Right now, I want to talk about the clove, and I don't know if you can see this. Let's see. Here, the clove. There you go. Clove. So you can get a clove. So I got this morning. They're like, you're going to talk about the clove. So before I get into this is actually part of it. Before I get into how we're going to energize, this is part of our thought processes. Um, and I think it's important because a lot of healers or spiritual people, we have certain blocks. And first of all, I'll talk about the clove. So the clove, you can buy some at pretty well any store. But 500, 600 years ago, you could only get the cloves from Indonesia called the Spice Islands. And you had to trade to get that. You had to figure out how to get it. And the reason I have cloves, I've been using cloves for probably like 3 weeks or a month. I was like, what helps with um, digestion, what helps with inflammation, and it's like clove tea. And I've learned that I because before I did clove tea, I did some ginger tea powder. But my girlfriend, she what they do is they have like stands that they sell ginger tea, and it's just water and ginger, and every night she brings me a ginger tea. So here I'm back in Canada, I'm doing my clove tea. I could do my ginger tea, but it's all to help my body. But the point is, you couldn't get this guy before. So what did you need to get it? What did you need to get it? You needed abundance, a flow of abundance. You need to know how to get that clove. And you might know where I'm going with this, but nobody said, like, if your body's hurting, your belly's hurting, and they're like, you need clothes. They're not saying, well, uh, what are you going to trade for it? They might have been saying that, but they're not going to say you shouldn't be trading anything for that. You should just stay where you are. Even if your belly hurts, don't buy that clove, which is pretty similar to financial abundance. Because this was a currency before. This was
Mhm.
worth more than gold. This was worth more than gold. What I could buy for $2 now. It was worth. So in other words, the value comes by what we assign to it. And I'm saying you're worth more than a clove, or as much as that clove back then, and assign that value to yourself in terms of what you are worth inside. And what I want to do is when I do the channeling, I think we're just going to melt a lot of that stuff away. And we're going to do, and also activate our firepower, which I'll talk about that. So this is all part of the activation. First part is shift. So someone needed to hear that. Like it's important if you think about it. The message that I get is the clove. So I'm just reading the comment, but the clove is something you traded for before, something you worked out energetically with someone. And you do that with relationships with yourself. You do it with relationships with others. You do it with relationships with people, places, and things. And abundance of whatever it is if you can't get your hands on it, it's because we have a block or we have resistance to it. And what I'm saying is we might have had resistance to getting a clove back then, and people have more resistance to getting uh, the help they need. So I'm just saying, get that help. Get that help. Don't worry about it. Let's do take care of some of those energies today. And this can be very practical, very hands-on what I do, but uh, okay. So what I'm going to do next, I'm going to talk about this. We're talking, or the previous conversation uh, was a lot about gifts. So one of the things that I do, as I mentioned, is channeling energy, channeling at a high level. And the reason I channel at a high level is the work I've done on myself, but it's also I've connected with a lot of masters in terms of whether they're ascended masters or there are places I've gone in the world where there's high energy centers, or it could be Buddha, it could be Krishna, um, it could be, there's even this being called Orion, where like when I listen, my energy bodies go up and they connect higher. And I've done so much of that that I just connect higher. It's clean, and I'm following what my soul tells me to do. So the doors keep opening up for me. And that's what I work with people is basically using my intuition because I can connect at a level that tells me the highest story that we need to address at that moment. So we get a good result in whatever we're doing. And in the same time, the channeling. So I'm going to talk about, I will just go into it. We created a space, Sandra created a space when we started. So if you're not interested in what I'm going to do. So all I say is positively charge this, positively charge that. So I will say what those are and I will go through a little bit. I call it the bliss body. There's a lot of different areas I do, but let's do the bliss body. Let's bring up our energy before, and that's part of bring up your soul, your firepower. But this part I'm doing, and it actually help heal stuff so that your energy is stronger, just like everybody else is doing it. Here we're all making it so everybody leaves in a better place. So I'm just going to, you can hear me well, right?
Yes, we can. I invite you all to choose to choose to be aware that Al's work has already started, and there has already been a significant change in the frequency and the shifting of the energy. And embrace that, step into this with a willingness and a desire to accept, trust, and believe. I also, too, if you are inclined to close your eyes, you'll notice that I close my eyes when I'm connecting with things. Al does the same sort of thing when he is drawn to as well. And this may be one of those triggers that help you to even gather the energy that Al is creating here in a more powerful way as well. Thank you, Al.
Oh, you're welcome. So I will, while you're doing that, I was giving, more information to give. So basically, we are all separate and we are all together. And when I'm channeling, when I'm connecting, when I say positively charge your energy field, if I say that, so it's already started as soon as I say that. So if I say positively charge your energy field, it's your energy you're getting back. It's not mine. You don't want my energy. I want my energy. You want your own energy. We are all our energy, like our life force energy, we want our own life force energy. So positively charge every person, every listener here, or who's listening to the recording. So positively charge every listener's energy field. And if someone's driving, it's like it can, as the energy comes in, it feels really good, and it's not a good thing to be driving. So if we're listening now, if you're driving, you don't want to do this. I just suggest you don't want to do this. If you're listening later, just pause it when you're not driving. Positively charge your spiritual body. I'm just saying the ones that come up, and so we got time. We're going to do a few of them. Positively charge your okay. Positively charge your emotional body. Positively charge your physical body. Now, when I say positively charge, what that does is it charges to the positive, and then if there's anything negative, it changes it to the positive. It doesn't make, if I say positively charge your pain body, it's not going to give you more pain. It's going to melt away certain, whatever it needs to do for you at that time. Positively charge the pain body. Positively charge the mental body. Positively charge the anxiety body. Positively charge the inner child. And I'm doing this one again. I haven't done this one for a while, but positively charge the outer child. So interesting. Positively charge a shadow self. Positively charge each person's gifts. Here's how I got this. Here's how this gift became apparent to me. I'm going to say those stories I continue. The story has value. I was at a Thai wedding. I met a girl. I went to a Thai wedding like 2 weeks later. I I don't know Thai. I'm sitting there alone. And it was after like a day and a half because they're long celebrations. It was kind of lonely. So my guides are like positively charged. They told me how to start and bring in that energy. That's how it started. And over months and months and months, I got adjustments to it. Positively charge each person's guides. Our guides are part of our divine self. Our guides are created. I'm sure there's guides. There's guides from collective consciousness. There's guides at different levels, but our own guides also. We want to charge them up so it can do the job for us. So they can get the message for us, so we can get the message for them. Positively charge those guides. Okay, I'm going into the woo stuff. I didn't know I thought I was gonna, yeah, but we're going there. So this is the crowd for it, right? Positively charge our guides and our angels. And if you're thinking angels don't need charging, just let the energy do what it has to do. Positively charge our guides and our angels. And positively charge whatever we're looking for today in ourselves for our growth, for our happiness, for our peace, for our joy. Even though happiness is energy, external energy coming in, you can still appreciate it. Positively charge every place we don't feel like we belong and every place we feel like we belong. So I just feel for myself, I don't know if anyone has any comments, add it or do you feel the energy? Can you notice it? Not everybody's gonna feel it the same,
Yeah, please
but
write in the comments, guys.
yeah, it
Um,
does whatever it needs to do at that time.
Al, I love that you flowed with what was put before you and continued on that path instead of the resistance and attempting to go in another direction.
Oh,
The part where you um, amped up the positive with the angels and that, my hair on my arms literally just all stood up. Like I felt it was like the silica of my life, really making this really interesting connection. So yeah, very, very powerful. Very powerful. Yeah.
yeah, so that's good. Positively charge each person's story. So I have notes, but like they just say like basically I have notes and I don't need notes. I don't, but I always feel like I want to have them just in case. Because if I get nervous, right, then I'm like, oh, am I going to forget what I'm going to say? But I end up doing it without notes. And yeah, I'm just letting the energy follow your guidance. Yeah. So let's positively charge our guidance that we're okay, that we're great, that we're fantastic. Positively charge. Yeah. No. Well, positive charge, knowing where you belong, everywhere and nowhere. Okay. Positively charge, knowing where you belong, belonging, whether anywhere or nowhere. It doesn't matter. Charge that energy field. If you hate your brother, your son, your mother, your sister, the people at work, positively charge everything you hate about them. Positively charge how uncomfortable it feels. It's not going to make it worse. It's going to melt stuff away. Positively charge the room that you're in. Positively charge your mindset. So this is a big one. I might hang around here for a little bit. Positively charge wherever we feel uncomfortable. It's part of belonging, and belonging is actually being okay with ourselves. It's the love that we're looking from someone else is that love we're holding from ourselves. Positively charge that. Positively charge the country we're in. So I'm reading as I go, like the comments. So I just keep charge. If there's something you want, charge. Whatever your intent is, positively charge your intent. Whatever you're working on very deeply, and positively charge so that everyone here can do this themselves. So that you find a way to do this, whatever way is right for you, whatever works best for you, whatever your unique expression of yourself is. Everyone has a unique expression. Positively charge that. There you go. So Sandra's charging her environment. Yeah. Positively charging the trees. Felt like a sonic boom. So something let go. Is that or is that or is that when Sandra did that? It felt like a boom from Sandra. This might be a side conversation.
The ripple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's talk about this. So where I'm doing charging at the high chakra levels, bringing down, and soon I'm going to talk about the lower chakras because we want to have those all working. And I know probably a lot of people who do healing and meditation, we work with third eye and crown, soul star, heart, but we got to and even though we do um, mention those and focus our energy, it's not the same as moving it physically. So this is where Sandra comes in, the physical part. Sandra's always out biking, out in nature, very grounded. She's got a lot of energy. She's got a lot of energy. The reason I did the charging like that is what we're going to do next. Someone might be sitting on the couch and they're like, I'm just too tired, I can't do anything. If we charge the energy field, you might have a little bit more so you can work along with me. That's kind of what I was doing. But I'm saying Sandra activates her lower chakras, and I have a way that I do it to meet the needs that I wanted. And it seems to be my expression that I do right now. And I'm not the only one. And it might resonate with someone. It's very unique. So I guess we're gonna go. Let's just do one more positively charged. I got the word peanut butter. Whoever that was for. Okay. All right. So let's talk about your soul's firepower. Um, your soul's firepower. We just did some shifts energetically. We did some charging, and now we're going to do activating. How to positively charge respect. Let me just think about that one. I will think about that one. It's, yeah, there is someone putting, okay. Now I'm going to focus on the firepower. So what we're going to do is activate, and I'm going to talk a little bit what we're going to do. And this is more physical. the way we do this, and the reason I did this is because I was working with people, and when people actually um, do healings with me, a lot of them will get a couple healings or a few healings, and then they're off. They only needed to do whatever they needed to do, and they're gone. Some of them, so I call it like an arc. There's like an arc of you need more and more healing, and then you get to a point that you don't. And then I see them less often, and then they come back. At first it's every few days, and it's every few weeks, and then it could be every month, 2 months. And some they're just gone. They're gone on their own journey. So um I'm just gonna hold it there. Things are shifting. Things are shifting. The charging, there's things still shifting for people, and I just gotta hold it there for a little bit. The energy is pretty high. I'm just waiting for it to stabilize. As we're waiting for it to stabilize, it's bringing me back to that word respect that I read in the comments. Positively charged, respect, and okay. So here what I get. Positively charge each person's boundaries. So your boundaries, you might put up boundaries, but if you were healed at the level of where the wound is, if you're healed at that level or higher, your boundaries become naturally part of your energy field. That's like protection. Protection becomes part of you. Like I don't the only time I do so I'm getting to the point that I spend maybe 2 minutes, 3 minutes a day, 5 minutes, maximum 10, just protecting myself or bringing up my energy. Now, if I'm going to do healings on someone, I'll spend more time preparing. But sometimes I don't do much anymore. I used to do hours a day. So I didn't like, we're talking about boundaries. I like, um, I didn't even go outside. I didn't go to Walmart. I didn't go like the parking lot of Costco was so difficult. And and um and now those things like there's energetically it barely does anything to me at all. So and Sandra too. No? Or question? Go ahead.
Actually, I want to expand on that a little bit. A couple things that you
Yeah.
just said there, because I really want people to hone in on something that you said that was extremely important. I used to have to do this, or I used to be unable to go there. I do very lengthy ceremonies. I do quick ceremonies. So
Yeah.
there's such a wide arrangement of things. And what I've noticed through this, and I really would like everybody to hear this, is notice how he is paying attention. Like his awareness is massive, meaning that the little nuances, he's picking up on those nuances and he's honoring them and letting them be there. Just like my shirt says, right? Let it be. Like you're like such a powerful being you are. Thank you, Al.
Well, that's there. So like energetically, if there's like let's say you're driving down a highway and there's a big pothole and it's a beautiful highway, but you hit that pothole and you're maybe off in the ditch or you damage your car. Like energetically, I watch every little thing, and that's not. Um, I don't expect people to do that. I don't expect people to do that. I just had to do it to get me to where I am today because there was so much pain, and I learned, and something opened up. Like so many things opened up that I learned to pay attention. But my guides were like very specific. They're like, here's a lesson. Did you learn it? Yes. Oh, no, I forget it. It's gone. It's okay. You'll get another shot. Give me another one. I know it will keep showing me the pattern until I've integrated that, until I embody it. Yeah. Which one is part of Simone's gifts? I'm not sure. Is that what Sandra was saying? So we'll wait for that
I
one.
say it that way. It's details, the change in the energy. In the past, I did
Ah,
notice it unknowings to me. I reacted before I knew that I already was factoring up, and now it's really noticing when something changed, but there is no need to react anymore.
okay.
That's what I mean.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. So respect. We're good. We're going back to boundaries. Positively charged. This is empowerment. This is empowerment. It's like bringing back your energy, and as you bring back your energy, you reintegrate it um, within yourself, and your boundaries get better. Positively charged. So I'm trying to think of empowerment. Look, positively charged the boundaries and lack of boundaries that people have. So we can make some shifts there. We still have time for the next step. I'm getting that to for the people who are wondering and the guides that are getting on my case. Yes, we'll get to it. If my conversations were out loud, I would not be here right now. They would have locked me up. Yeah. Okay. Positively charged self-awareness. So yeah, okay. Respect was boundaries. I brought positively charged boundaries, self-awareness. So I guess it is impacting people. So next we're going into the tapping stuff. The reason tapping is I was talking about the arc. I'm sorry I'm all over the place, but I'm doing what I'm guided to do. Talking about the arc, and when the arc goes down, people need me less. Well, I had a couple people that they still didn't feel like doing stuff. They still didn't have the energy, even though their wounds were healed. So my guides are like, you need to tell them to activate their energy bodies. And I when I was in Asia, I did go. Um, I went to take a yoga teacher training course, and I took the teacher course because I wanted to learn about yoga and what's in the background, the spiritual aspect of it. I took Qigong, a couple levels of it, and I ended up, for some reason, that's the way it works, but I just walked into a place and she was a woman who's a Kung Fu master and Qigong master. So I learned different energies, different energetics. And then I was in India and I was at Ayurvedic center and I learned stuff there. And then when I was working with my client and that arc was going down and she didn't have the energy to get going, and there was another guy, same deal. And I was looking at them and my guide was saying, well, it is, like I said, activate that part of them. And I was like, well, how am I going to activate? And they would show like tap here, tap there. And I was like, okay, so I do it on myself first. And it took a few weeks, but I started looking more into this. And that wasn't enough, what I was doing. I eventually learned how to do it. Some of it I learned it myself. Some of it I did not learn it myself. Some people are, so we got about 20 minutes, right? Yeah. So some people will have taken yoga, will have taken qigong, will have taken tai chi, will have martial arts, will have a lot they could do with their guides and meditation and ways to bring in energy. This is not the same. This is not the same. There are similarities, and I ask you that when I show you a similarity, when I show you something, you go, well, that's qigong. Um, Maybe it is, but I would say try to let that go because you might go, that's Qigong, but I might take you a little bit different way than Qigong does. And that's because these are activating those energy centers. So it's about activating our energy centers. And I'm just going to get into it. Energy center. So we're going to start with and we'll start in a moment. I'm just going to show you. So here's the sacral. Here's my belly button, sacral, about 2 inches, 4 centimeters below belly button. Then there's a belly button, and then there's a solar plexus, about 1 or 2, about 2 inches above or 4 centimeters above. the belly button. We're going to tap on this, but if you are pregnant, do not do that. If you're pregnant, tap on your hips or your thighs. We don't want to wake up the baby. We don't want to hurt the baby. If you're lying down, just know that tapping might, if you're lying down, your hands are hitting you, it's going to hit you harder and it might not feel comfortable the next day. So it's easier to sit up with a spine up. It still works lying down, not the same. And what I want people to do right now is just to like rub their hands together and feel the energy between their hands. Before we do this, I want you to feel going in and out. We'll do that for about 10 seconds. Notice, are there tingling sensations? How strong is it in between? How strong is it in and out? For me, we just charged up, right? So I feel it strong. But let's see how strong is it after. So we're gonna do the tapping. The tapping is there's different ways. You could just tap with your fingers. You don't have to do it yet. You could start if you want, but just tap with your fingers like this or like this. I do it like this. When we're gonna do on the heart, just tap with your fingers. And if we tap on the head, you don't want to like use a fist anymore. I would say the lower belly is where you want to tap. And we're going to do some connection with soul. We are going to, here's what happens. We are going to focus on the lower belly. The lower belly, we're going to charge up our sacral chakra, where creation, you charge that up. And what happens is very interesting. All of a sudden, you got energy. You have power. Your thoughts, the negative thoughts are pushed away. They can't be in you when you activate that part of you. So as we're talking, let's do that. As I'm talking, let's just tap the sacral chakra. Just tap gently, but let's just get that energy coming in. We're activating that energy center. And if you're closing your eyes or not, you can have your eye gaze, just your eye gaze on your lower belly. You are bringing your mind back into your body. That is what you're doing. And when you bring your mind, if you bring your mind outside your body, if your mind's always outside, it's trying to solve a problem. If you're in your head, it's not the same as if your mind is in your body. So the whole point of this is to bring your mind back into your body. And when you bring your mind in the body, your energy is more powerful, and you get better information. So we're going to bring in more of your soul, and we're going to see what your soul says, okay? I want you to be aware of how the thoughts change. So let's just keep tapping lower. You can do this for a long time if you want, but sometimes you can do it for a minute or two and it gets super strong. So just tap on the sacral chakra, just tap there. Some people I see here have done this before, but I do this. I do it almost every day, and sometimes I go a few days I don't need to. But what happens if you're really working on something new and it's difficult and you feel stuck? If you tap it, it really pushes out, brings up a lot of great energy in you, and pushes out and helps you heal things that are bothering you. It's another way to heal. And if you're always working from higher chakras, that's where you'll find that a lot of healers want to leave this earth. They're like, I can't wait till we're done. But if you actually bring yourself back in your body, that feeling goes away. And if someone's had a baby and they feel drained, that's your creative chakra, your sacral. Charge it up, charge it up, charge it up. Now let's go back. Let's go up to the belly button. Just tap on your belly button. Just notice the sensations in your body, in your lower. Also focus your energy on your lower belly. And then bring it up to your solar plexus chakra. I know maybe this is weird. You've never seen it, never seen one do this. And I thought it was weird at first. but I was like, there's nothing I haven't seen that's not really weird. So this is what I'm doing. These are the things that I do to bring up my energy and the things that a lot of people do now to bring it up. So next we're going to tap on the heart area, chest area. Just tap like this, like my hands, fingers. And yeah, a little bit on the collarbone. Gently on the top of the head, on your crown, gently your third eye. And it's not just about the energy centers. It's basically touch your ears and massage your ears. It's basically bringing you back in your body. I think like the more we heal, the more we are in our body, right? Just you can touch your face, say hello face, hello chin. If I have more than one chin, for me, I'll say hello chins. And then do a little some tapping here on your left shoulder. Just tap. Again, this is not specific Qigong or this or that. So just tap. Don't worry about it. You don't have to tap on your crease here, but you can just tap on the top of your arm. You're bringing yourself in your body. You are bringing attention to your body. And then once you do that, you have more access to your soul. Do the other arm, tap your body. And so now we're going to bring your fingers together. Back of the hands. Okay, so let's feel that energy in the hands. See if it's different. Notice it's different because I'll say something here. When I work with clients who are in a lot of pain, when they activate their body, they're not pulling on me anymore. That is huge. They are not pulling on me. They're not trying to like anchor into me because they got their own energy. That is like it's a big part of the equation for me. It's a big part of the puzzle. So let your hands go in and out. Sensation, tingling sensation, whether it's buzzing, whatever it is, focus on, maybe if you want, on the energy between your hands. And then turn your hands toward your heart, your chest, your heart, and just say, hello, my soul. Hello, my soul. I say it 2, 3 times, different way. Hello, my soul. Hello, my soul. I'm learning a new way to speak with you. I'm learning a new way to connect with you. My soul, what message do you have for me today? So I just got positively charged everywhere everyone doesn't feel they belong. So I just got to go back there. Let's keep going. What soul, what question do you have? No, sorry. What message do you have for me today? What do I need to know? When your hands are facing you like this, there's an energy channel that travels. There's many of them, but they channel up. They channel up, up, up. And you're also healing yourself. You're connecting to you're bringing yourself back into your core. You're connecting with yourself more. You're making it so the energy systems are working and the messages get clearer. And if you do this a few times, you'll be like me, just like I do a lot. I have a lot. I'm having fun. I got the energy. When I'm pushing against something that's really new for me, a new area, then I have to do it a lot more. I do it more, like I'll do it 20 minutes just to bring up my energy to clear so I feel like I want to do it. But that's my own energy. I'm holding space, but you can do this without me holding space for you. It's quite different. Does anyone have a question about it? So we're going to um, just leave the energy and keep doing this. And then it's like, focus on your gifts, whether you know what your gifts are or not. As soon as you think about it, your gifts and the energy connected with it start channeling through you. It's like if you go somewhere you don't want, your mind brings you everything you need to heal, and it doesn't feel good. Think about your gifts, let that channel good, let that channel through. Or you can think about what doesn't feel good, and you can heal yourself that way too. It makes a huge difference. So we'll go for a couple more minutes. Quite interesting where uh, after I'm done this, there's no like, I don't have to I don't have to do a closing like it's just my energy. It'll, as the whatever I built up lets go over the next few days, I can build it up again, but it doesn't make me vulnerable. Okay.
Wow.
I know it's different and it's kind of, it might seem strange and some people it's very natural. So it's becoming natural for me.
I know I personally really, really needed to do this today. So yeah, I probably have needed to do this weekly for the last couple of months. So I'm so glad you brought this in today because the timing was beautiful for it, right? Yeah, very powerful.
Thank you. There's nice tapping brings energy. I You're welcome, Sandra. Tapping brings energy from the mind and soul into body. That's what it does, right? Bring you back in your core. And that's what you did, Sandra. You brought part of you back in. So it's a different perspective or aspect or angle. I look at different angles to get the job done. And it's a powerful one. Yeah. Well, thank you. That was amazing. That was wonderful. Nice.
Thank you. Al, tell us a little bit about what you're offering. The and Beverly has a question there as well, so maybe preface it with her question, and then I'll. She's asking, what about the legs?
The legs. So I do the legs. We just didn't get into it. But what we do is we tap on your legs all the way down, front, back, and under your feet. Um, so that would be that is one thing to do. So this is just like the basic
Yeah,
recipe. Like there's a lot more steps and levels to it. And it's actually a kind of healing modality, right?
yeah.
Is like connecting you energetically to do whatever needs to release from your body. Uh,
Love that. Yeah, guys, put your takeaways in the comments there. And Al, tell us a little bit about the Conquer Stuckness in Minutes with Your Body's Energetic System. That's your beautiful offering today.
yeah, so that's kind of what we did today. Similar, but I did that one for like just it's just to let go of blocks. It's not gonna like you're not gonna be perfect after. It's gonna let go of what it needs to let go. Like I'm not making claims that everything's gone, but it's just part of uh um you build up the energy, it moves out whatever it needs to, and then it opens up the next thing for healing. So I do that when I do the Sunday sacred Sunday meditations too. That's what we do. We do like the tapping. They're free. There's also if you go to this Conquer Stuckness, I have a free um, spiritual money masterclass on Saturday. So if you want to sign up for that, I'm going to do channeling like I did, and we're going to do the energetics. And we're going to go, yeah, we're going after, here's what we're going to get. We're going to get this guy.
The clove.
All right. Think it as a clove, not that we're ripping anyone off. You need to be able to pay your electric bill. You need to be able to survive. You're allowed to prosper. So I'm starting to mix up those together, the channeling and the charging like that. And yeah, so the conquer stuckness, I think is a good one for someone um to
From the
do.
English
And
point of view, I like the spelling on clove too, because it's sea love.
oh,
I just saw that
okay,
with
that's a good thing. That's a
yeah,
good
because
thing.
that's Chris. I'm going to remove our spotlight and open up the gallery view for us. If anybody has any questions, further questions, uh, go ahead, Madeline.
Yeah, I just would love to have a link, especially for the the one around money.
Okay, just do the link that is in there. Learn spiritual well-being takes you to the Conquer Stuckness, but there's a little button right above that says sign up for the masterclass. Same page. Just go
Right.
there, sign up. Yeah,
Love it.
yeah.
Love it.
And is this chat going to be part of the recording that we get, or shall I just copy put a,
Uh, if you want the chat, I think you have to press the three buttons and ask
Okay.
to save the chat.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll just save the chat.
If you're, because of the links in that, the links are on the website, sandrapelley.com, and I believe it's Summit guest speakers. I believe it's hashtag between each of those words, I believe, right? Summit hashtag guest, sorry, Summit hyphen guest hyphen speakers. Is that accurate, Janice? Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's all with your emails, and there's just a button they can click on.
Exactly. Thank you. Good point. They're in the emails.
Great, thanks.
Yeah, no problem. Any other wind-up comments or questions for Al?
Take away clove. Clove is a take. You know what? I'm going to be talking about the clove Saturday. I think that I'm going to open with that again.
Very powerful. I just want to share my experience with that process that you did. It was so beautiful, Al. I know for myself,
good.
when I did this, I'm very much about the energy balls and when we pass the energy ball around and expand on the energy ball. However, after like I felt it as a ball, and then afterwards, when you asked us to feel the energy and expand the hands and feel the energy again, at that time in that space, having felt all those beautiful shifts, it was no longer a ball. It was this beautiful infinity sign humming between my palms versus a ball specifically. So it was just a beautiful, beautiful um, honoring, I guess, of the energy. Thank you for that.
And that's yours. That's whatever,
Mhm.
you know. And that's what you do for, when I attend your stuff and I see different things come in, like we're doing that for each other, right? I can't explain it all. I just know I'm going for it, whatever it is. And I got the channeling through it. And it's like I got to bring it here today. It makes me good. It like the energy is really, really high right now. It feels really good.
It does.
Very
It does.
good thing I'm not driving.
Go ahead, Christina.
I actually had a very similar experience when we first put our hands up. I felt sort of just this, I don't know if I would have said an orb, but I felt it between my hands. And then when we came back again, I was very aware of this swishing that was happening.
Nice.
And it was, my hands were in the middle on like in the middle of those orbs on either side. And it was channeling. It felt more like that versus trying to hold on to something that I was separate from.
That's
Love that.
so thank you for that. That's very nice because what's happening is so you're activating inside and you got your energy system, internal orbit, and you're going to connect more if you know whatever you do for yourself for that, you're going to connect more internal and external, the cosmic orbit, uh life particles as someone calls it, but it's like you are the cosmos and the cosmos is you. And
Mm.
I like last week I was doing my own I was bringing in like in different ways. One thing is it's what is it called? It's a meditation that you that oh it's about giving thankfulness. But anyways, I was doing that and all of a sudden when I was tapping I could see the energy of like the universe and I could see the universe swing going around and around and around. So it is charging me up and it does charge us all up. So you got some great healing out of it. Good for you. Good for you. Yeah. Good, Christina.
I say again, Al, thank you so much. I truly treasure every moment that we get to hang out together. The expansion is phenomenal every time that we do this. Love you.
Thank you. Thank you, Sandra. Thank you for the opportunity. And I love you, my Alberta friend.
Okay, everybody, we are going to take a break.